These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. Zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
I'm Ash.
And this is Morbid.
It seemed like we were supposed to say it together with what your eyeballs were doing to me.
I don't know why I was doing
literally
that.
were. I can only see one of your eyes because your pop filter is covering the other ones. The other ones. Like you have many.
I have that third evil eye.
Well, everybody has a third eye, and yours is showing because I don't know why.
Because,
I think it's Scorpio season. I don't really know what that would have to do with your third eye because I pretend like I know everything about. I almost just said geology. Wow. About astrology, but I don't know everything.
Yeah, because I don't know what Scorpio season. All I know is that I'm a Capricorn, and that's as far as I know about astrology.
You know that I'm a Gemini too.
I do know that.
Just Gemini
that's
things.
As far as my reach goes.
Well, that has nothing to do with anything about this show.
It doesn't, but you know what? This episode is a highly requested one.
Honey.
Highly requested.
Shut up already.
And it's one...
I'm totally kidding.
It's one that many people have asked for.
So many of the people.
And I'm trying to think of anything else like crazy. Oh, Peter Sutcliffe died today. I mean, he's been on death's door for a little while, and we've all been, crossing those fingers.
How old was he?
Just waiting. I know. I should look up how old he is, actually.
I feel like he must have been at least, 80.
He must have been, in evil years, he's 475.
Same. No, I'm totally kidding.
Peter William Sutcliffe. Let's see. How old were you? You dumb bastard?
Let's play the game of looking up how old a murderer was. Well, how old do you think this
he was only 74.
I love it. I like that you said only.
74 is that's young and spry.
Yeah.
For people who aren't evil fuckers,
I thought you were going to say fuck asses, like in Donnie Darko.
Yeah, an evil fuck ass. That's what he is. Yeah, and he died in the hospital. He contracted COVID-19.
Oh, damn. So that was a rough death for that man's.
Yeah, a broken clock is right twice in a day, and COVID got it right this time, I guess. That's really all we can say about that. He's the Yorkshire Ripper. We are going to cover him. He's been on the list, but he's like a big baddie. So He was, you know how we, you know, I'm like talking like people, I'm like, you know,
You're acting like everyone is in the room right now and you're like waiting for her response.
I'm like, guys, you know? No, but you know how we kind of space those out so we don't use up all the big baddies in a while. You guys know
or the
too.
big cases.
Yeah.
Like this is a big baddie, but there is a bad guy, I think, but some people think there was no bad guy.
This one's just a big case. So we try to spread those ones out so that we're not using them all up in the beginning. And so we get those little cases in there. So don't worry, Peter Sutcliffe will be covered. And now we all know the ending. The ending is that he
dies
dead
of COVID-19.
So there's that.
Guys, if we sound like we're a little crazy, I think it's the weather.
Yeah.
It's very gloomy, which is normally like my jam, but it's been gloomy for the past few days, and I think it's really affecting us.
It's like gloomy weather. Everybody's like all of a sudden in the holiday spirit, which I've suddenly like embraced.
Oh, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram at AshKelley83, I think.
I hate Instagram.
Oh, I love Instagram. I like Twitter better.
Bring me back to Twitter.
But I was dancing around my house decorating the other day, and my whole apartment, I like that I call it a house, is decked out for Christmas.
I feel like it's that this year of all years, we can all get into the holiday spirit a little early.
It's the holiday
Give me some
season.
twinkle lights, you know?
Yeah.
Give me some hot chocolate. I'm into it.
I want to make that hot chocolate that is like you mash the balls together.
That you mash the balls together. I know which one you're
You know
talking
exactly
about.
what I mean.
Yes.
I just wanted to be like
you mash the two testicles.
Yes,
People have
because
two.
there are two of them.
There are two.
Mash those two testes together and put them in your hot chocolate.
I think it's all that, and it's also, you
It's a
know,
morbid recipe.
it's just a day. We're homeschooling. We're doing all the things. So I think we can just get into it because I don't think there's really, besides Peter Sutcliffe dying,
Not a lot of
there's
news.
really not a lot of true crime news happening right now. So
No,
I think we can just kind of jump right into it. And we don't have anything to announce at this second.
not at this moment. Maybe next week. I don't know.
We will.
All right, so we're going to go back to, which actually, like, it doesn't seem that long ago, but if you think about it, right now it's 2020, just a little math lesson here.
It sure is.
And this happened in 2013, so I guess it was a pretty good long while ago.
I know, it feels like it wasn't.
Is that 8 years or am I dumb?
Yeah.
No, it's 7.
7
Sorry.
years. Yeah.
Okay, so I was close.
So it's not crazy long ago.
No, actually, it's not. It's
Less time than John and I have been together.
I was in high school when this happened, so that's a weird thing.
I hate that so much.
And you know what's weird is I don't remember this case happening. Like when I was in high school, I don't remember hearing about it.
Really?
I think it wasn't until I got like super into true crime that I knew about it.
Look at that.
And like started listening to podcasts because this is a huge case in the true crime world.
It sure is. And what case is it?
It's the case of Elisa Lam.
Elisa Lam. We
R.I.P.
are finally covering
What happened to you, sister? I don't know.
I just don't
I'm going to start this off by telling you I don't know what the fuck happened.
Nobody knows.
No.
You don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows.
Someday
The
we'll
only
know.
person who knows is Elisa Lam, and
I know.
unfortunately she cannot tell us.
And you know what? We're like really off on a tangent right now. But I just want to say, but I just want to say it's so funny because a lot of times people will ask me like, oh, what's one case that like you would know, like you would want to find out the answer to? And I always say Jean Bonnet, but do you know what?
Yeah.
I'm actually changing my answer to
Ooh,
Elisa Lam.
Look at that.
I need to know what happened.
Now we have different answers.
because you know what? I kind of think I know what happened to Jean Bonnet.
I mean, I do too.
And this one is like, I don't know.
I think we all know what happened to Jean Bonnet.
Don't sue me. Bye. So anyways, February 2013, the guests at the Cecil Hotel started making a lot of complaints to the front desk about the water in their room.
Ooh.
Gross. So some said that the tap water had like a funny taste to it.
Never a good thing.
Tasted a little bit like death. Other people said that the water pressure was like non-existent and they were like, yo, I'm trying to take a spa shower, so can you fix that?
Spa shower in the Cecil Hotel.
Yeah, don't be trying to do that.
Don't do that.
And don't even go there. And some people complained that it was black when they first turned it on. And it would clear up, but people were kind of concerned about that.
You know what? I'm glad that people were concerned, because if people were just like, welp,
Well, just let it run for a minute.
just, let the black run out.
Don't do that. So let's be real. The Cecil Hotel was never exactly a five-star hotel, even though it was intended to be, but that didn't ever really happen. So the Cecil was built in 1924 by this man named William Banks Hanner, and he spent $1 million on this project.
All right.
So sad that he put $1 million into this because honestly, he thought that it was going to be the perfect place for businessmen traveling, for work, and he really wanted this place to be for like the upper echelon of the time.
Of course, you never want to build your hotel for Richard Ramirez.
No, that's not
You don't wanna
exactly
do
the
that.
end goal most
No,
of the time.
I don't think
I think
so.
that's what people who build motels are into.
Yeah, there you go.
The Rose, I forget what they name it in Schitt's
And
Creek.
if you're like H.H. Holmes, then you build a hotel for a different reason, but
But even you're not building it for the lower echelon. Even then,
You're
you're
not.
building it for murder.
you are. There you go, the upper echelons of
Yes.
society.
So you know
Murder.
what? Unfortunately, 2 years after the hotel opened, the Great Depression hit.
Oh, that little thing?
Huge bummer.
Yeah.
And that depression was pretty bleak.
It's a pretty big speed bump.
I don't know if you know about it, but look into it.
Ever heard of it?
Bleak as hell.
Yeah.
Now, the whole area around the hotel was surrounded by people who had fallen victim to the Depression. They had lost their homes. Some people were struggling with addiction and didn't really have any place to go. And if you're from the US, you've probably heard of Skid Row, and that is the neighborhood where the Cecil stands today. So it's not exactly a great neighborhood, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah.
So the Cecil was not able to charge high rates for rooms anymore because of its location.
Yeah.
Nobody was going to pay a lot of money. It's a little bit of a dangerous area.
Of course.
And so a lot of the hotel's guests weren't exactly the creme de la creme anymore. No, and I mean, like you said, we're talking about Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. See episode 14. I looked it up for you.
There you go.
I'm going to say this wrong, and I also just made a gross mouth noise, but
Is
you'll
it
get over it.
Unterweger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Unterweger?
Oh, it's Vager.
I think
Okay.
it's that.
Okay, so Jack Unterweger and another serial killer, that's who he was, and he stayed at the Cecil just because Richard Ramirez did.
That's so much.
Who says, I think it's Bailey Sarian that says get better role models.
100%.
Another guest was a young girl named Dorothy Jean Purcell, I think is how you say her last name, and she threw her baby out the window after giving birth in the bathroom.
Don't do any of that.
No.
None of that.
Unfortunately, she was deemed to be mentally ill, so it wasn't like her fault really.
That
but,
makes sense.
You know, she didn't know she was pregnant, had the baby in the bathroom, and she actually thought the baby was not alive. And I don't know if she just didn't want to tell her mans that she had just had a baby in the bathroom. So that's what she did.
Oh man, what a situation that is.
Yes, it truly is. So really what I'm getting at here is that the Cecil just really has a straight up air of tragedy and sadness around it.
It has an aura.
It does. I mean, countless people have committed suicide by jumping out of the higher story windows. One woman actually killed a pedestrian because she herself was jumping from the window and landed on him.
Wow.
Yes, and there was something like 16 suicides in total, or like
Oh,
more
wow.
than 16. So yeah, it's sad there.
Yeah, it's a sad place.
And if you didn't know, it was the inspiration for American Horror Story Hotel.
yeah.
I don't know if there's any vampires, but
Which is a great season.
I know I
of
actually want to
Hotel.
rewatch that now. So the Cecil's gone through all that, and now this, the black foul tasting water that doesn't necessarily have an explanation yet.
Seems like it's on the correct trajectory.
It is,
It
yeah.
does.
So they were like, we should probably look into that.
Yeah.
And they sent a maintenance worker to the top floor. Now, his name was Santiago Lopez. He took the elevator to the 15th floor of the hotel. And then he walked up another staircase. He disarmed the alarm that would have sounded throughout the top floors and alerted the front desk if someone who wasn't supposed to be up there was lurking.
Ooh.
And then he had to climb up onto another platform where the water tanks were. So he had to take the elevator up to the 15th floor, climb up some stairs, disarm that thing, then climb up another platform to get to these towers.
All right. So not easy.
So a trek. Then he had to grab a lighter.
Then he had to grab a lighter?
He had to grab a ladder.
Grab your lighter, guys.
Get your ladder. He had to get a ladder and to get to the top of the tank to check out what was going on. So that specific tank provided water not just to the guest rooms, but also to the kitchen and a coffee shop.
I don't think this is going to end well for them.
Nope, definitely not. So he moves the lid. And now I've seen a lot of different versions about this story. We're going to see that there's many different versions of minor details that become bigger details
Of course,
later.
it's like a game of telephone.
It is. So in some versions, the lid of the water tank was completely shut, sealed, signed, sealed, delivered.
And it was heavy, right?
So that's another detail that I'm going to get into later. It might not have been as heavy as you think.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said, it could have been completely shut, but others argue that it was slightly open.
Okay.
So I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know.
You weren't there?
No. luckily.
Then why are you speaking on it?
I know, it's like, come on, Ash, shut the fuck up. So he peers in, and unfortunately, he sees the body of a young woman. And this woman had been missing for 3 weeks.
Oh.
In a water tank. So.
Oh, I forgot that little detail.
Yeah. Okay, so that woman was Elisa Lam. Now, she was born in Canada in 1991 to her parents, David, and I think it's Yina. I'm going to say Yina Lam, who were immigrants from Hong Kong. Just a little fun fact, her Cantonese name was Lam Ho Yi. So, that's just a little sprinkle.
Fun facts.
Yeah. Now, in 2013, she was 21, and she decided that she needed a break from school. She was going to the University of British Columbia, although I did read in one source that she actually wasn't a registered student around the time of her death.
Oh, that's interesting.
So some people say she was going there. Other people say that maybe she had unregistered from school, and that's kind of like what was going on here.
All right.
Again, I wasn't there. I don't work at British Columbia University, so I don't know. But anyway, she had recently been struggling with her mental health, and she was trying to navigate her bipolar disorder, which was a recent diagnosis.
Okay.
And she was having a pretty hard time.
Yeah, so because it was recent, she didn't have it like totally under control.
Yeah, and honestly, I think she didn't really understand exactly what was happening. Her family didn't really understand like how to treat this, you know.
It must be scary.
It is. And she was really just in need of a getaway. So she decided that she was going to go to America, and she wanted to travel the West Coast.
Okay.
So that's all well and fine, but she wanted to do it by herself.
All right.
Not necessarily a great idea, if you ask me. I know that you didn't, but whatever.
I know you didn't. Also, you should have come to the East Coast.
I know, like, come on, Elisa.
The superior coast.
It is the best coast. We're starting like an East Coast, West Coast war again.
That's right, we are.
So she was calling this her West Coast tour, which I think is really cute. And she was excited, like I said. She needed to hit the reset button. And her parents felt the complete opposite of excitement because they were really nervous about her traveling by herself.
Yeah,
for
I would be.
a few reasons. One was that they knew what was going on with her. And number two, it's like, you're going to a totally different country. I mean, Canada and the US are like right on top of each other, but still, she's alone and she's 21.
Yeah, it's far away.
And they're her parents, you know what I mean? So they were like, okay, whatever. But they knew that they couldn't stop her, and they knew that she had been struggling, and they were hopeful, kind of in the same way that she was, about hitting a refresh. They were like, maybe this will be good for her, so we'll let her do it because we don't really have another choice.
Oh, I feel so bad for them.
I know. And she assured them that she was going to call every day and check in, let them know what she was up to, where she was, blah, blah, blah. And she kept her word. Like, she was really good with calling them every day and letting them know where she was. So she started her trip off January 22nd, and she first checked out San Diego. She had plans to go to San Francisco, LA, and Santa Cruz. Now, she called her parents, like I said, every single day to check in. And she was also super into blogging. And she was updating her Tumblr and her Blogspot page. Do you fucking remember
I didn't know
Blogspot?
that. Yeah.
Yes. Her Blogspot page was named Etherfields. Etherfields. I'm dumb. Etherfields along the way. Now, she had her whole trip outlined on her Tumblr page.
Oh.
So already, I personally feel like that might be a little bit of a red flag here.
Yeah, it's no good. Never do that.
No.
Don't share your plans with everybody.
And she actually got nervous about that at one
Really?
point. Like, she was like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
'Cause-
share it with those closest to you. Don't
Right.
share it with anyone else.
And especially on Tumblr, she was finding mental health support with other users.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
it's like a community.
Exactly.
It's like you find your people.
Right,
That help
exactly.
you. You can talk about things. You can get advice.
And
you
it's
can...
other people have like the same thing going on. It's relatable. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
You need it.
And at the time, Tumblr was like so hot right now.
I was like not in the age of Tumblr. Like I was
You were
just out of
Blogspot.
it. I was Blogspot.
And then you like really outdated like Blogspot even quickly, I feel like.
I did. I was barely in Blogspot, but but Tumblr was like what the youths were doing.
Now I'm telling you, I fucking loved Tumblr.
Oh yeah,
and
you fucked hard with Tumblr.
I fucked real hard with
Yeah.
Tumblr, and I still fucks a little bit with Tumblr.
Really?
I do sometimes.
Look at that.
Honey. So yeah, you know.
I don't understand Tumblr. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I want to.
I feel like it's just one of those things that like it's like Instagram. Like
Oh, then count me out.
it's just like one of those social
I'm
media
off.
pages that you come to like understand as you
Yeah,
do it,
that's
kind of
true.
thing.
That makes sense.
So I actually went to see if there was anything on her Tumblr page because the page itself still exists, but there's not any content. So you can't see anything that she posted, which is frustrating.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. There's the title of her Tumblr like blog page, and it's called Nouvelle Nauvoo. Nouveau?
Maybe?
I don't really know what that means. And there's also a quote that says, and this is like super eerie, "You're always haunted by the idea that you're wasting your life."
Wow.
Isn't that like, it's just very eerie for what happened.
Very dark.
And also she was in a little bit of a dark place.
And it's also like, it makes you think. All of a sudden I'm just like, oh shit, everybody is haunted by that idea.
Yeah.
Because even when you're doing a ton, you're like, am I wasting some part of it? Like,
right, like, am I doing
more
enough?
I can do?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
I know. Tumblr gets real deep.
Oh, I don't like that.
Real deep, real dark.
I don't want to start thinking
I think
about
that's
that.
why I liked it so much when I was younger, because I was like
you were so
deep
angsty.
and so angsty.
So angsty.
I'm an emo girl. So, anyways, so let's get back to Elisa. She checked into the Cecil on January 26th, and she was supposed to stay in a hostel-like room because she was trying to stretch her money out throughout the trip, and it was cheaper to stay in a hostel room. Now, the hotel actually moved her to a room of her own, though, after her roommates complained of odd behavior.
Ooh.
Now, I couldn't find anything else about that, like a specific instance or anything like that, just that there was odd behavior and they wanted her to be in her own room.
Wow. Okay.
Even that, I feel like, considering what happened to her, creeps me out.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to isolate her almost.
Yeah, it's just, that's strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I can get it if she's like, if you don't know what's going on and she's acting a little strange, you could be like, okay, I really don't want her sleeping next to me.
Right.
Because you don't know her.
Right.
Like, these people in the hostel don't know her. They don't know her medical background. They don't know anything.
No.
So I can get why they would be like, okay, maybe stop.
Yeah.
But then when you look at it on the other side, you're like, or it can be very ominous.
Or did the
and
hotel
weird.
like do something?
And
I
either
don't know.
way, she was isolated from those people.
Exactly. Now, she was due to check out of the hotel on January 31st, and that meant she was going to be calling her family to tell them what her stay was like and what her next move was. But she never made that call. That call never came. And since she had been so consistent with her calls, like I said, her family was immediately left with this like ominous, dark, horrible feeling. They're like, immediately they knew something was wrong.
Absolutely.
So they contacted the LAPD and they explained the situation while getting ready to head to the US themselves. They were like, we're heading out there. Like,
good for them.
yeah, they were great. And so the police went out to the Cecil and they were able to search around the public areas of the hotel, but they couldn't get a search warrant for any private rooms.
Ooh.
Which like kind of sucks. And I think there's something like 700 rooms in the Cecil.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a lot of rooms.
Wow.
A lot of places that something sinister could be happening.
Absolutely.
It kind of reminds me of the Kanika Jenkins case.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of dark places that dark
Lots of
shit can happen.
hidey holes.
Yeah.
So
Out of prying eyes of people who actually give a shit.
exactly. So they searched and they searched. They even went up to the roof to look around with search dogs, but they didn't find anything.
Oh, can you imagine knowing later that you
That
were
you were
walking
right
right next to her in
there.
a tank?
Yeah.
Ugh.
But she stayed there for like 3 more weeks. It's awful. Now, her parents ended up coming to the West Coast in hopes to find her. And because they're so worried, but obviously we know that wasn't going to happen. So the hotel employees remember seeing her around the hotel on the day that she disappeared. And one of the last people to see Elisa was this woman named Katie Orphan. Now, Katie Orphan worked in a bookstore right by the hotel. Ironically, the bookstore's name is The Last Bookstore.
Wow.
There is so many weird, ironic, like little details.
Just
in
like
this.
the universe being like, haha.
Yeah, like something about this case is just supernatural.
It's just dark.
It is.
It's dark.
It is. Now, Katie said that Elisa was happy and she talked with her about the books and the music that she bought from the store. She was telling her, like, some of these purchases are for, like, so-and-so back home. And so it seemed like she had plans to go back home.
Yeah.
Now, the hotel also, and you guys are you're like going to wild out. They found the footage of Elisa in the elevator on the day she went missing. And they released it to the public in hopes to maybe somebody recognized her. Or, oh, I saw that girl here. Like they thought it was going to bring her home. But it only added so much more confusion to this case.
That video is wild.
It's insane. I watched it probably like 4 times in the past 2 days, and I can see it right now in my brain.
I can too.
Now, I really want you guys to all go watch it because I'm going to describe it, but you have to see it for yourself to get the full like experience.
Because it looks fake.
It does.
It looks like somebody acting.
It does look like somebody acting, and that is a theory.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
There's also a wild theory
at me.
that I didn't put in here, but I'll actually say it at the end because it's nuts. Okay. So this is what happens in the video. Elisa walks into the elevator, and in my opinion, she doesn't seem like hurried or frantic when she first gets in the elevator. She crouches down to press a button. Then she moves to the back corner of the elevator. Then she quickly pokes her head out, looking into the hallway, and really quickly yanks her head back in. And all of a sudden, the mood changes.
Like she's hiding.
Yeah. Now, when she yanks her head back in, she presses her back against the wall. And to me, that says, like, I'm freaked out. Like, I want to be protected by this wall.
Yeah.
Then she scoots into the corner, the back corner, like she's hiding, like you just said.
It's like the front corner. Next to the buttons.
The front corner first.
So that if somebody was to look in, they wouldn't see her initially.
Because she moves to the back corner at one point. So first she moves into the front corner, you're right. And it almost looks like she's trying to, like, make herself small.
Oh, yeah. Like
you
she's
said.
really trying to stay out of someone's eye line.
Yeah. Then she moves into the opening of the elevator, and she looks around again. And then she steps completely out of the elevator. Then she steps, like, to the side, still back, like, still out of the elevator. Then she steps back in. And then she steps back out and moves again to the side. And then she gets back in and she presses a ton of buttons all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? And also, mind you, the elevator door never closes throughout this.
That one little detail, I was like, all right, if you've ever been in an elevator, you know that if you move
quickly,
like in like a minute, all of a sudden the door's slamming shut on you and you freaked out that you're going to get chopped in half.
Literally.
And also the entire time she was standing halfway in and halfway out, I was like, get in or out because I'm stressed out that this is going to drop
get
and you're going to get smushed.
Exactly. And I actually got chills when I said that the door doesn't close.
It doesn't. It never
weird.
closes. It never even makes an attempt.
And somebody I read, and I was like going through Reddit threads, which like it's obviously not always the truth, but somebody was saying
you can find some gems in there.
You really can. And I did. Because some people were saying that the elevator might have been in service mode, and like then you would have to hold down the button for the door to close.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And she wore glasses, so some people were pointing out like maybe she couldn't see the buttons, and she was panicked and just like trying to,
because she did like crouch very close to it to press it initially. You can see she's like crouches down right in front of it and like presses it really close to the button.
Exactly. So I don't know. Oh. So again, she, like I said, she comes in and she presses a ton of the buttons, and then she steps back out of the elevator, and as she does this, she like puts her hair behind her ears with both hands, which to me points to some kind of like anxiety. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but it like points to like, okay, like we're gonna do something, and like we got this,
like an anxious tick kind of thing. Like
it is
something somebody does when they're feeling some type of way.
Yeah, exactly. And then she walks back out, like I said. So she tucks her hair behind her ears as she's walking out, and then she's outside of the elevator, and she starts making like super weird hand gestures. Yeah. And some people point to the fact that it looks like her wrists are like broken, but I'm doing it with my wrist right now.
Oh yeah,
it's just
like I could definitely make my wrist.
She's like double jointed or something, but she's like her arms are crossed and she's like maneuvering her hands all around.
Yeah.
And she's like kind of like waving them.
It's like an interpretive dance of some sort.
It really is.
It's very strange.
It's weird. And then she, like I said, she's bending her wrists and like crossing her arms. And as she does this, she slightly bends at her knees.
Yeah, you're right.
She looks very uncomfortable, and it almost looks like someone is doing something to her, but you don't see anyone.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And it's weird.
Like if you were to superimpose someone tying something around her wrist,
that's exactly
while she was doing that,
it would make sense.
You would believe it.
Right.
Like I could Photoshop someone in there and you'd be like, oh, yeah, that's real.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like to me. So
she's like phantom chairing it at one point.
Yeah, she literally is. Yeah. Like it's like she's doing a wall sit, but there's no wall.
Or that she's almost like making some kind of signal to someone, or like
yeah.
I don't know. It's very...
To me, personally, I think, and a lot of people think this, that the footage is edited.
Yeah.
Because there's also, I didn't actually look at the timestamps, but I guess there's little missing clips.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And a lot of people say that maybe the hotel was like covering one of their own.
Ooh.
So I don't know.
All right.
Now, like I said, everyone who's seen the footage has a theory of their own. And I don't know which one to side with because they're all like really scary, but all of them make sense in some way if you look at them a certain way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm ready.
Like I said, we're going to get into the theories at the end. But after watching the video, the public was super concerned for her well-being no matter what.
Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Theory they thought it was.
Yeah.
So that brings us back to the discovery of her body in the water tank. And her body was discovered February 19th. Now, the water tank that she was found in was 8 feet tall and 4 feet around.
Oh, yeah. If you see a photo of it from like the top, like a drone footage.
Right.
You're like, what?
Like, how the fuck did she get up there?
How?
No, she got up there with a ladder, but it's just like, it's just
why?
So strange. Like, why exactly? And especially if she did it alone, it's like
very strange.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
And how would she even know that that was up there?
Right.
You know, and that you could get into them?
Right. And like, I don't know. So to get her body out of this water tower, they actually had to drain it completely. And then they had to cut it open from the side because nobody else was going to dive in there. It's like,
no, thank you.
Contaminated at this point. So, oh my goodness. Now, being submerged in water for the past 3 weeks, Elisa's body was really badly decomposed.
Yes, as evidenced by the water.
Yes. Now, some sources say, now this is so weird because it's another thing of like, what's the truth? Like, why is there so much why is there so much debate over this?
Why is there shadiness?
Right. Because some people say that she was found naked, and then other people say that she was found in the outfit that you see her in the elevator.
Ah.
So it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why isn't it written down somewhere what she actually was dressed or not dressed in?
It would be written down somewhere. Like on the official reports, it's got to be there.
The official reports, we're going to get into those too.
I know, because I was going to say, where the hell are those?
I don't know. Ooh. So there's also many sources that claim her body was covered in this unidentifiable, sandy textured like particle, like all over her. Like there was many, many particles.
Wow.
And then I've also seen sources that she had black hairs covering her body. Now, I don't know if that's just like something that was on a Reddit thread and made it in its way to like a couple articles.
Wow.
I don't know. So there's lots of questions and mystery surrounding the case, like I said. And some of the main questions are, how did she get up onto the roof in the first place? Like we were just saying. And because I mentioned earlier, there was an alarm.
I was going to say, you have to disarm it.
You have to disarm the alarm or it's going to alert the front desk and the top 2 floors of the hotel. Like it would have been like, sounded like a fire alarm almost.
Yeah.
So that didn't happen, obviously, which is strange. And then when the LAPD brought the search dogs in there was actually a scent picked up, believed to be Elisa's, that led out to the fire escape. So some people say she climbed the fire escape up to the roof.
Damn.
That's how she ended up there. But it's also like, wouldn't somebody, like the Cecil's in a busy area of town, somebody would have seen her doing this.
Wow.
And again, how would she know that it was even there in the first place?
Yeah.
So it's weird. I don't know. Now, there's also the question of how did she climb up to the opening of the tank and move the heavy lid to get inside?
Yeah.
And then close it from the inside of the tower.
Which I'm sure, like, there's probably space between where you enter and the water.
Right.
So it's not like she's, like, right up to the thing.
Exactly.
She wouldn't be able to reach it.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing to hang on to in there, you know? Like,
I
you're
mean,
in
I
the
don't
water,
think so
that's
anyways. Who knows? But that just seems so weird. Now, there's also, like you were saying, it would have been a heavy lid, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of discrepancies about how heavy the lid is. And I couldn't find one source that was like, and we went there and tested it, and it's this much weight. Or it weighs this much. A judge later regarded it as 20 pounds.
That's what I've heard. That's the
20 pounds is like
most.
What's mostly seen around.
Yeah.
Now, that's not that heavy. But if you
heavy
think
enough.
about the position that she would have been in, that's really heavy, especially to raise your hands above your head, I would think, and like hoist yourself up and then move it. Like that's a weird position.
Well, and if it was indeed closed, like they say, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
She can't stand in water.
Right.
It's too, like, that is too, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make
She
any
wouldn't be able
sense.
to reach it at all.
No.
Like, it's literally impossible.
That's what I would think. So I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And then was it slightly open when she was discovered, or was it closed?
Yeah.
Like, what's the story? Because I guess if it was slightly open, you could argue that she slipped through and then never closed it.
That would be the only way, because literally it's impossible to close that.
But most of the time when you read the story, it says that the lid was closed. Like 9 out of 10 times, that's the story.
Because why would it be halfway open?
Right. It doesn't.
That's the other thing.
And I feel like they would have found like a bunch more shit in there if it was halfway open. It'd have been open for 3 weeks.
You're in downtown Los Angeles, aren't you? Like downtown Hollywood?
Yeah.
You're not leaving a water tank supply open for that fucking air.
Right.
So that would contaminate the shit out of that water.
Exactly.
Like the whole point of that thing is to keep it not contaminated.
Like that's actually
so
the entire point.
Leave that open.
Unless they're like super negligent. And they did. And they are super negligent.
But
so
it's like, wow.
I don't know. Right. And just for like reference, she was 5'4" and she was pretty petite. But I don't know. I guess she could have been strong. I just thought it was good to throw in there how tall she was.
I mean, you can be strong, but it's just like...
It's just
positions wise, it just doesn't make sense.
Right. Now we're going to talk about the autopsy, because the autopsy itself led to even more questions. So, which that's actually the opposite of what that's supposed to do, I think.
Yeah, autopsies are supposed to provide answers.
Yeah, you can confirm.
Really what you're going for. I can confirm that.
Her death was attributed was ruled an accidental drowning with bipolar disorder considered to be a contributing factor.
Okay.
So the bipolar disorder contribution came from the idea that she was experiencing some kind of psychosis due to her bipolar and like had some kind of break and ended up in the water tower.
Okay.
Now, some people, not all, but some people who suffer from bipolar disorder experience delusions and hallucinations. So like I said, the thought was that she may have been in a hallucinative state that led her to the water tower and led her to accidentally drown. Okay. So that's what that is. Now, some people argue it was clear that she was in a hallucinative state after watching the elevator footage.
You can definitely argue that.
Definitely.
For sure.
But like I said, some people think that the elevator footage was edited and somebody was not in the footage. So that kind of like, that might have been the reason why it was edited, to make her look like she was hallucinating.
Yeah.
Because maybe somebody knew that she had bipolar disorder and knew that that was kind of a symptom or something that somebody experiences.
Yeah, for sure.
And they used it for their gain. Ooh. It's weird. I don't know. And also, some people point out that the elevator footage is really pixelated. I personally think that's just because it's fucking elevator surveillance.
Yeah, it's CCTV footage.
Right. But some people are like, it's really pixelated and like you can't see what she's saying, which is true.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can really make out what people are saying most of the time.
Usually you
security. Now, the autopsy reports also showed that she might not have been taking her medication properly.
I wondered that.
Mm-hmm. So she took one of her antidepressants the day she died, but not her second antidepressant. She was on 2, and she did not take her antipsychotic. So many sources point out that not taking an antipsychotic but taking your antidepressant can have really dangerous side effects and actually lead to a very high risk of experiencing mania or hallucinations.
That makes sense. And especially just cutting it off like that if she just didn't take it like cold turkey.
Exactly. Now, the other thing though is I know like people take medicines at different times of the day. So I guess that could be a possible explanation. Like
that's true. Maybe she had a different schedule going.
Right. I don't know. But according to some sources, she's believed to have died around midnight. So it's like you would have taken all your medicine unless you were being kept somewhere where you didn't have access to your medicine. Yeah. Just saying. The autopsy states that there's no foul play, which I don't know how you can say that when they weren't able to complete a full autopsy because of how badly decomposed she was.
I guess they can just say it because technically she drowned. If there's no evidence of anything else, then they can't really speculate.
That's true. But they also, if they did do a rape kit, they never recorded the report of what came up.
Honestly, 3 weeks in the water, you're not going to get much from a rape kit.
I wrote in my notes maybe the decomp factor.
Yeah, 3 weeks in the water, I don't think you're going to see a whole lot.
I literally have in bold in my notes, Alaina, weigh in on that.
Alaina, weigh in.
And also, they didn't test the fingernail kit. But maybe the water.
It could have been tough. I don't know. It seems like, 3 weeks of that water tank is...
But you would think that you'd write that, like, not announced because of decomp.
I don't know if it's just like they assume it's just kind of like a given.
Yeah.
And also, it was again in California and like the hot sun up there. It's like that tank was really cooking.
Yeah. Yikes. So her parents actually filed a wrongful death suit against the Cecil Hotel, which is now called the Stay on Main. A lot of people think that they changed their name because of what happened in 2013 to Elisa, but that's actually not true. A lot of sources show that it took place, the name change took place in 2011.
Oh, okay.
So that's not true.
Oh, not true.
But anyway, back to the wrongful death suit. They stated that negligence on behalf of the hotel led to Elisa's death. The defense argued that there was no surveillance on the roof, because there wasn't.
Yeah.
Which is weird. And then there was no evidence to suggest that that alarm was even working. They're like, yeah, it's there, but is it working? And I guess they never found out.
Oh, shit.
But the prosecution argued that Elisa herself was negligent, and so was the family. Which I'm like, you might want to choose your words differently.
Yeah, you might not want to
You're
go
talking
after
about
a grieving
somebody's
family.
dead daughter.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked. But okay. Now, the suit was actually dismissed because the judge stated that what happened was an unforeseeable tragedy and that the area where it happened was off limits to guests anyway.
Ugh.
So, yeah. So now let's get to the theories.
Let's get
because
to them.
That's the...
Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Wild part of this case.
It's our bread and butter here.
It's all wild. So the first theory is obviously that she was murdered, but there's a lot of sub-theories as to who murdered her.
Ooh, okay.
So the most obvious person would be someone who worked at the hotel. They would have been able to disarm the alarm, and they would have known where the water tanks were. Because like you were saying, how would she even know that they were up there?
True.
Maybe she didn't, but somebody that works there knows that there's water tanks.
For sure.
Now, like I said, there's also the edited surveillance footage. And I said earlier, some people believe that the hotel might have messed with the footage to protect one of their own.
Okay.
So I don't know. And Elisa had written posts on Tumblr while she was staying at the hotel about people bothering her, like following her. And she referred to them as creepers. And she implied that she might be being followed.
Oh.
So, and it seems
Interesting.
like if you watch the footage, it seems like she's somebody who feels like she's being followed.
Oh, yeah. She seems very paranoid.
Exactly. The creepy thing about her Tumblr page, too, this is going to give you like, ugh, it kept updating after she passed away.
What?
And her phone was never found. They never found her phone, but her Tumblr kept updating itself.
What the fuck?
Now,
That's huge.
that's huge, but it can also be debunked. So I read in one source that she had lost it at a speakeasy that she went to. So some people claim maybe somebody found her phone and like decided to take over her Tumblr. That doesn't seem
Very
like
strange.
the answer. There's also whoever her killer might have been, like took it and decided to keep updating her Tumblr, but that doesn't really seem likely to me. But a lot of people point to the option that Tumblr provides users to queue up their posts ahead of time.
Oh, okay.
So I never did that, but I wasn't like super into keeping my blog. Like I didn't have a lot of followers or anybody to impress, but she was really into Tumblr. So maybe
she did have it.
she had them set up.
Yeah.
Either way, it's fucking weird.
Either way, it's weird.
Right. When something like that happens and the person's dead, it's like super creepy.
Ugh, I wish Tumblr could weigh in.
I know.
Like, could say, like, they should be able to see and be like, yeah, she had scheduled posts.
I know. That's actually
I
a
think
good point.
they should be able to. Like, what the fuck, Tumblr?
Come on, Tumblr.
Hey, Tumblr, you listening? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Why
at
don't you
Tumblr?
solve one of the greatest mysteries in true crime for us right now?
Yeah. Please.
Damn, Tumblr.
Excuse me. Hello?
Do it.
That'd be awesome. Tumblr like DMs us and they're like, we'd love if you would sponsor us and also get off our backs about this case.
Shut the hell up.
Now, there's a lot of like far-fetched theories about other possible murders, but I feel like at this point of doing more morbid, nothing is like as far-fetched as I thought.
No.
So there's people who think that the LAPD was involved, which that's not far-fetched at all.
Where's the far-fetched?
I know. And they think that it was some kind of snuff film that she fell victim to.
Oh.
But I feel like if that was the case, like somebody would have leaked the video by now. Do you think or do you not think?
I mean, if it's involving, the LAPD, I can't really...
No, that's all we'll say on that.
I'm just like,
No, I know, because we've talked about the LAPD
I can't
before.
really, like, I mean,
You don't know.
I don't know. I just don't. I
And
don't really
think
put a
about it.
lot past members of the LAPD.
No. At some people we know.
At ex-boyfriend.
But no, because the other thing is, like we said, they went out there and they searched the hotel and they were on the roof.
Yeah.
I don't know if you would think to, I mean, you're a police officer. You would think to look everywhere. Why didn't they look in the water tanks?
You would think to be like, hey, what are these big tanks with the ladder?
Yeah, like somebody could have
Against it.
put a body in there.
I mean,
including
I
you,
would
the
think,
LAPD.
I would think it, but the LAPD might not.
I feel like they're trained to think that way.
They're trained to do a lot of things.
That's very true. So anyways, let's get away from that before we get sued. There's also people who think that witches or Satanists are to blame.
Oh, I don't want to believe that.
Us, the witches.
Oh,
So
no.
I also love how you find like witches and Satanists together. Like it's the witches
They're always
and the
just-
Satanists.
They're
It's
always
like
hanging out.
they worship two completely different things.
And in two different ways.
And in two very different ways.
Two very
But
different
okay.
things.
So that's cool.
But yeah, they have coffee sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. They like it black. But that theory comes from the fact that she was believed to have been murdered on January 31st, and the next day is considered a holiday to witches because February 1st is called Imbolc or Bridget's Day, which is a Gaelic holiday.
Ooh.
And it's recognizing the beginning of spring.
Oh, look,
Now-
that sounds wonderful.
That's the thing. It sounds like beautiful.
Yeah.
But for one reason or another, people got it in their heads that a human sacrifice is necessary the night before spring.
I think they're just like, cool, spring's coming, flowers.
Yeah, yay.
Earth.
Exactly. Now, this theory is also supported by people who claim that Aleister Crowley wrote a poem about Elisa, but he would have written it before she was even born, so like that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah, that
Now,
seems legit.
The poem is fucking weird, and like it does correlate to
kinda
her.
checks out a little.
It does check out a little, and I think he was into magic, so maybe he knew that she was
Yeah,
going to exist.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The theories got weird in my brain.
Alistair, I just don't know.
I feel like a conspiracy theorist right now.
Yeah, you gotta be for a minute.
I know, right? So I'm going to read the poem to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, please read me that poem.
So let my lamp at midnight
I don't know
hour.
about that one.
No, I know. At midnight hour, been seen in some highly tower.
Okay.
Water tower, where I may outwatch the bear, the spirit of Plato to unfold what worlds or vast regions hold the immortal mind that hath forsook her mansion in the fleshy nook.
I'm gonna go ahead and debunk that one. Not one thing of that makes any sense to this case.
I don't think so either. Now, so I wrote, but what does it all mean? That's what I wrote.
You would have to do like Olympic mental gymnastics to make that work.
And so I did. So I did it. I'm just like looking at what other people said about it. The mental gymnastic Olympians.
There you go.
So the first line is about being alone and being seen in a highly tower is creepy because the water tower.
Yeah.
And then her mansion in the fleshy nook. Some people say that she was found naked and that water tower is a nook. So it's a fleshy nook now. It's a lot. I don't know. Creepy.
Guys, no.
Yeah, it's wrong. But it was worth putting in here.
Get there.
Yeah, but here's another weird thing, though.
I'm ready.
It's like not that weird if you really think about it, and I feel like you just ruined it. So
My mind is too logical.
it's way too logical, and I'm like full of whimsy. So I'm like, maybe Aleister Crowley knew what the fuck was up with this. That poem I like didn't believe, but
No.
this is weird. He founded, it's like a religion or like a physiological way of thinking. I think I said the wrong word, but it's called thelema, I don't know, and it revolves around a demon named Lam.
Okay.
Yeah, so I knew you weren't gonna really think a lot
I mean,
about that.
because there's also like millions of lambs that exist on planet Earth.
LAM though, not LAMB.
Okay.
So I don't know.
you
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
Okay, so I wrote
That one
after
I'm
that.
not in.
I just wrote goodbye after that because I was like really done with that
Goodbye.
theory.
I think, you know what, I'm still on the LAPD.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And
So far, that's the winner for me.
So like I said, I wrote goodbye after that, and then I wrote hello again.
Hello, we're
'Cause
back.
I was done with that. So now we're going to talk about the Invisible Light Agency.
Oh,
now
I'm in.
this is almost like a diet love pass kind of thing. It's-
Bring me in.
Yeah, this one is cool. I don't want to say that.
Cool in like the worst way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is crazy. And it's wildly terrifying, especially after because I'm so afraid of invisible things because of the movie The Invisible Man. It fucked me up this year.
That movie's great, by
And
the way.
you know what? I feel like technology has come a really long way, and maybe there is invisible technology.
I mean, You never know.
I mean, the
I'm not
idea for
putting
that
anything
movie
past
came
it.
from somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
There's some great minds working on really terrible things.
I was going to say there's also some evil minds and maniacal minds. So here's the deal. Elisa had either tweeted or put something on Facebook, depending on the source you read, about a new invisible cloak technology. And that led people to believe that she had been corresponding with military members who knew of the same technology. And they were going to start using it in the military.
Okay.
Weird.
Or she was just reading Harry Potter.
Perhaps. Now, what's weird is that there's a location on Google Maps called the Invisible Light Agency, and it's located inside the hotel. Okay?
Excuse me?
It's located inside the hotel, but no, like, everybody's like, no, there's no invisible light agency here. But, like,
no invisible light agency here.
nothing
Run
to
along.
see. Like, knock twice if you're down. So... Here's the other thing. I don't know how easy it is to add a location to Google Maps. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never tried to do it.
Me either. And I feel like it has to be approved by like somebody who checks out that it's a real thing.
I would think
but
so.
But also I feel like if you're like an underground secret society kind of deal, you're not necessarily going to put yourself on Google Maps.
Yeah, that wouldn't be my first thing.
No, definitely not mine.
No.
But, you know, do you. So that's cool. I don't know. So
that's interesting.
But the thing that's scary is that people like say it checks out because Elisa's odd behavior in the elevator. Is she hiding from someone that none of us can see?
Oh.
Yeah, honey. I don't know.
Oh,
and
now I want to go back and see if there's any like, you know, disruption.
I did like 8 times and I don't see anything.
No.
But this is the thing, because it's like she couldn't see them either. So that explains why her back was against the wall and she was hiding in the corner. Like, it's literally the Invisible Man movie,
Literally.
but in IRL.
Oh.
In real life.
In real life.
I don't know. And it's like, did she know too much about the technology and like the purposes behind it because she was talking to these people too much? Is that why she wanted to go to the Cecil?
I like this one.
I like this one. I don't know. And maybe someone was afraid of letting too much info loose when she went back to Canada, because remember, she's not from America.
Oh shit.
Now, honey, I didn't even find this anywhere. This was in my own motherfucking noggin. Is that what the particles are found all over her? Are those the particles to build the Invisible Man suit, but they don't work in water, so that's why they popped up in water? I don't know. My noggin wonders.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
holy shit.
is that what the particles were? Because everybody's like, what the fuck were the particles?
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
I'm a fucking investigator.
Holy shit.
Okay, so the next one.
Wow.
Yeah, that one, I mean,
Wow.
pretty fucking strong if you ask me.
I don't know how we can get out of that one.
Invisible Light Agency, don't come after me. I don't know anything.
Don't know anything.
I'm never going to LA now. Sorry.
Nope.
Now, this next one also points to murder. And so at the time, there was like a huge outbreak of TB, tuberculosis, in the area.
Oh, yes.
And conspiracy theorists believe that Elisa might have, this one's wild, she might have fallen victim to bioterrorism.
Okay.
Now, this one, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, this one confuses the shit out of me. So if you want to look more into this, do it on your own, because Mama was like, I'm done. Now, so this is weird because the test for TB, strangely enough, is named Lam Elisa.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Which is weird. We talked about that on Crime
Yeah,
Countdown.
we did.
So, okay, some people think that she had TB and they were testing different things on her. And again, people point to the elevator surveillance because I guess people suffering from tuberculosis can become like really confused and disoriented. But I don't know. I just don't think so.
I mean, I'm not going to rule that one out.
Yeah, I don't know.
That one's, it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. You need to look more into it
Yeah.
on your own because, to be honest with you, it was confusing the fuck out
I'm
of me.
going to have to look into that one because that one I'm like not ready to throw.
But it is, I
throw
mean,
away.
now that I think of it, that could have explained her weird behavior in the hostel too. And like maybe the whole time.
Exactly.
And maybe she had tuberculosis before she went to America.
Yep.
And that's what she was going to America for. And then all this bad shit happened. They were like, oh, this didn't work out. Gotta throw you in the water tower.
Got to throw you in the water tower.
And then after she died, there was, so I don't know if there, I think the outbreak was after she died actually.
Oh, okay.
Because people think that it happened because so many
The
people were
tainted water
subjected
supply.
to drinking the water.
that pushes it even further.
I know, because the thing is, actually, a lot of the people that stay at the hotel, like I said, it's like pretty, like it's not expensive to stay there. So people on Skid Row, like maybe are staying at the hotel for a night if they round up enough cash, and then they're going back out to Skid Row and they're exchanging.
That's true.
The TB.
Oh,
so maybe that's not as far-fetched as I thought, actually.
That one's not a throwaway.
I think I just needed to talk it through out loud.
I think you did.
I don't think Annie wanted to hear about it, so she was actually snoring on the couch.
No, thank you.
She's like, I gotta go. I mean, it's weird that her name is the test.
Yeah, that's
switched
strange.
back and forth, but it was that way, like even before she was born,
which is strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. That one's a good one, I think.
It is a good one. Now, one of the last, and in my opinion, the creepiest fucking theories, and if you have looked into this, you know it. You've been waiting for me to say it. The elevator game.
Ooh, this one I was excited to hear about.
This one freaks me the fuck out. So apparently a lot of people in Korea play this game, and it's also known to go around Tumblr a bunch, so that makes sense of like why she would have found it.
See it.
So here's the instructions. I found this on a website that I'll post. So I'm going to read like the whole entire thing to you. So instructions. This is a game from Korea. By performing this ritual, you're supposed to get a different world. According to people that have successfully completed the game, it looks the same as the town or building that you're from, but all the lights are off and you can see a red cross in the distance. There are no other living things there except yourself. Some say electronics like phones, cameras, etc. don't work, while some say they do. Also, some say that getting back into the real world is harder for some reason. You get disoriented and forget the elevator you came on, or somehow the elevator seems to get further and further away as you walk towards it.
Question.
Yes, what's up?
Why would you do this?
I don't know, but it's like, I have to move because my hip hurts because I'm geriatric. Oh my God. Oh. But it's like,
what's the upside?
I don't know, but it's like, think of, well, you get to go to like another world. You're like, holy fuck, I've been to another world.
But like another world that's just pitch black with a red cross in the distance and you can't find your way home.
Well, and I'm also like, how do you know that it looks like your world if it's pitch black there?
No, yeah, none of that.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to
I
me.
just don't see a reason to do that.
I don't either, but you know, I guess some people do. So here's how to do it. I'm literally reading you like the instruction manual. You must be in a 10+ story building. Now I think the Cecil's 15 stories high. And in the elevator alone. If someone is in the elevator with you, it will not work.
Oh, bummer.
She was alone. So there are 9 steps. Are you ready?
Oof.
Number 1, get on the elevator on the first floor. Number 2, press 4, and when you reach the 4th floor, you don't get out and press 2. When you reach 2nd floor, press 6. When you reach 6th floor, press 2. When you reach 2nd floor, press 10. When you reach the 10th floor, press 5. When you reach the 5th floor, a girl will come in. This woman is not human. Don't talk to her or look at her. If you do, she'll take you away.
Yeah, I don't have to tell me twice.
Nope, not doing it.
I don't talk to people in elevators to begin with.
Honestly, I don't make eye contact with people that I'm like next to having full-on conversations
Now I'm
with.
going to assume they're just not human and going to rip me out of this world.
Oh, after this, I'm never going on another elevator ever again. Also, one time I got stuck in an elevator and it was a huge bummer.
Gross.
So also, you have to press 1, and if the elevator instead starts going to the 10th floor, you have succeeded. So if you press 1 and you get to the 10th floor, you win.
Oh, good.
You will have reached another world when you get there, and when you get there, no one's there except you. So maybe the goal's peace and quiet.
I was just going to say, maybe it's for parents of toddlers. I
don't know. Now, if you get to the 10th floor, the girl will ask, "Where are you going?" Don't answer her.
Oh, good. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know.
Honestly, no.
Don't answer.
No answer.
Rude.
Now, this is how you return. If the woman doesn't get on the elevator, and if you don't get off at the 10th floor, you never really made it to the other world, so you're still in this world.
Cool.
Now, if you don't get off at the 10th floor and then press 1, if you don't get off at the 10th floor, then press 1. If it doesn't press, keep on pressing until it works.
Okay.
So just like hope for the best that you're going to get back to this world.
Yeah.
So yeah, some people think that Elisa went to this world and she was like super disoriented when she got back, and that she somehow ended up climbing into the water tower by accident. I don't know if she thought it was like a portal to back to this world, or
yeah.
I mean, that's not in the instructions. I don't know. I think this is very far-fetched. I think it's just fun for the people who like the paranormal.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the last theory.
I'm going to go ahead and Cross that one off the list.
Well, and the other thing is, like, you look at the surveillance.
The surveillance.
Look at the surveillance, and you see that she's just pressing, like, a bunch of fucking buttons all at once.
Yeah,
this is not, like, a methodical, like, press 2, then press 5.
No.
And the elevator's not moving.
I was going to say, the door never even
floors.
closes.
Unless you support the idea that the footage is edited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they edited out the other world.
I mean, it can't get out, Alaina. Yeah. Don't make fun of the other world. It could be around.
I'm not going to it.
I don't. There was like a Disney movie at one point, and you would get to another world, and I can see it in my head. It was all white, and then there was like almost like these like clotheslines and like all these like, I don't know if it was like movie posters. I also don't know if this is just a nightmare that I had when I was a child.
I wish everybody could see Ash just like she's gazing off into the distance as she explains this, and she's miming things.
The different things
to me.
There's a clothesline, and there's all these different things hanging, and I think somebody has a ball. And
someone has a ball.
I don't know. I gotta go.
I don't know that one. Maybe someone else does.
Too much about me. Yeah. Was that a Disney movie? Probably not. Was it a nightmare I had? Yes. I don't know. So, get serious. The final theory is that she completed suicide.
Oh, that's the saddest theory.
It is fairly sad, like, obviously. But I think it's also very far-fetched because how would she know that the water tower was up there? Sorry. And it's like, this is horrible to say, but like, would she not just jump out the window like so many people had done before her?
Yeah, to me, the suicide thing doesn't... If I'm going to go anywhere near that kind of thing, it's going to be accidental to me.
Exactly.
But even that is weird.
But even that's weird because it's like, how did she wander up there?
Thing, I don't know.
I just don't know.
I just don't know.
It bothers me that I still have no fucking idea after reading countless motherfucking articles and books about this.
I'm voting for that invisible light scenario or the LAPD.
I mean, same. The invisible light one, particles.
Or, yeah, that one really works. But the other thing that's really, unfortunately, seems very likely is that she was hallucinating and possibly was off her medication. And maybe
just wandered out there. And it was an accident.
Wandered out, was hallucinating, maybe not understanding what was happening, and just wandered up there.
Yeah.
I would hate for any of this to be true because it all ends with her dying horrifically in a water tower. So... None of them are good. But
then again, if she was hallucinating and she went out there, how'd she close the water tank?
That's the thing that really...
But then it's also like, was it closed? I don't know, because everybody wants to be a motherfucking liar on the internet.
If it was closed, then I don't support the accident that she did it herself.
No.
If it was slightly open...
If it was closed, I think it was the Invisible Lights Agency.
I think so too.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
You gotta tell us.
So yeah, I'll post some pictures and you can look at them on our Instagram.
At Morbid Podcast.
We go on Twitter a lot.
I like Twitter so much better. So at A Morbid Podcast. Or you can, I don't remember what my Twitter name is. What's my Twitter name?
I think it's Alaina to the max.
Yeah.
Your Twitter's hilarious.
Come follow me at Alaina to the max.
And look for Starbucks to shout my Twitter out.
Yeah, there you go.
Also, they didn't offer me any free coffee. They just wanted to know if they could use my tweet. And I was like... Yeah, for the small price of a lifetime of free coffee.
And I love that they were like, can you follow us, Ash? And I was like, hey, fuckers, I've followed you for years.
But did you tweet about the fact that you like when their
about Starbucks
compliments you?
Yep. I don't know. I think it's bullshit.
Did you hear that noise?
Yeah, it was a chair downstairs.
That was weird. I feel like I'm in another world right
You
now.
are.
Oh my God, am I? What else do we have? Twitter, and send us a Gmail about all the tangents that we went on in this episode.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it weird.
But not so weird that you travel like to the US to have a really nice time and it doesn't end up being a nice time, and for the rest of ever, everybody wonders what happened to you.
What happened, Elisa?
Elisa, I need to know.
Bye.
Bye.